No one was supposed to be awake at this hour. The research station slept in silence, floating at the edge of a dead star system. Only red warning lights moved slowly across the metal walls. Inside a narrow service tunnel, a human named Evan Hale held his breath and did not move. Just seconds ago, he had turned the wrong corner. Now, through a half-open alloy door, he was seeing something no human had ever seen before. A giant alien woman was standing in the chamber beyond. She was at least 3 times taller than a human, her long frame glowing with soft blue skin marked by silver lines. Plates of living armor slid away from her body like liquid metal. She was changing, removing her battle form. Evan's heart hit his chest like a hammer. He tried to step back. A small metal tool slipped from his hand. It hit the floor. Clink. The sound echoed. The giantess froze. Slowly, she turned. Her glowing eyes locked onto the dark tunnel. Onto Evan. For one long second, the station felt like it would break apart. Then she spoke. Human, her deep voice said. You should not be here. Evan knew one thing for sure. If he survived the next few minutes, his life would never be the same. 1 hour earlier. Evan Hale was not a soldier. He was not a hero. He was just a maintenance engineer, sent to fix power lines and broken doors on deep space stations no one else wanted to work on. The station was called Outpost K-17. Officially, it was a joint research base. Unofficially, it was a place where humans studied things they did not fully understand. Like the Aurelian Alliance. The Aurelians were tall, powerful aliens. Strong. Fast. Proud. Their technology was far beyond human science. Most humans never met one face to face. Evan had been told one simple rule. Never enter restricted zones. But power does not care about rules. When the lights failed in Sector 9, Evan had no choice. If he did not fix it, life support would shut down in half the station. So he grabbed his tools and went in. That was how he took the wrong turn. That was how he opened the door. That was how he saw Commander Lyricale, one of the strongest alien warriors in the Alliance, in her most private moment. The moment of fear. Evan raised his hands slowly. I'm sorry, he said, his voice shaking. I didn't know anyone was here. The giantess stepped closer. Each step made the floor vibrate. Up close, Evan could see fine details. Her eyes were not angry. They were sharp, like a storm being held back. You saw more than you should, she said. Evan swallowed. I won't tell anyone, he said fast. I swear. For a moment, she said nothing. Then something unexpected happened. She laughed. It was deep, soft, and full of surprise. A human afraid, yet honest, she said. You are rare. Evan blinked. I am. She finished sealing her armor back into place. In seconds, she looked like the powerful commander everyone feared. I could erase your memory, she said calmly. Evan's blood ran cold. Or, she continued, I could ask you for help. That was not an option Evan expected. A dangerous secret. Commander Lyricale led Evan into the chamber. The doors closed behind them. What I was doing, she said, must never be recorded. Evan nodded so fast his neck hurt. She looked at a cracked power core in the wall. My people are strong, she said. But your machines are difficult. Evan understood now. She had been trying to repair the system alone, without human help. And she had failed. If the core breaks, she said, this station will explode. Evan took a slow breath. I can fix it, he said. But I need time. She studied him. Then I will protect you, she said. And for the next hour, Evan worked while a giant alien warrior stood guard over him. For the first time, he saw past her size. She asked questions. She listened. She learned. And Evan realized something important. She respected him. The attack. The station shook. Red lights flashed. An alarm screamed through the halls. Incoming hostiles, the system voice warned. Evan looked up. Who? Lyra Kale's jaw tightened. Raiders, she said. They hunt humans. And Aurelians. She moved fast, grabbing her weapon. But then she stopped. The core, she said. If I leave, it will fail. Evan wiped sweat from his face. Go, he said. I'll finish it. She stared at him. You would risk your life? Evan smiled weakly. I guess I already am. For the first time, the Giantess looked impressed. She nodded once and ran toward the fight. A human choice. Evan worked as the station shook around him. Explosions echoed. Metal screamed. His hands burned as he forced the core into balance. Then a shadow fell over him. A raider broke through the wall. Tall. Armed. Smiling. You're alone, little human, it said. Evan stood up. He had no weapon. Just a tool in his hand. You picked the wrong station, Evan said. He slammed the tool into the control panel. The core surged. Light filled the room. The raider screamed as energy threw it back into space. The system stabilized. Evan collapsed to the floor. Alive. What she did next? When Lyra Kale returned, the battle was over. She found Evan sitting against the wall, breathing hard. The station was safe. She knelt in front of him, lowering herself to his level. You saved everyone, she said. I just did my job, Evan replied. She placed her hand over her chest, an Aurelian sign of honor. From this moment, she said, you are under my protection. Then she did something no one expected. She bowed. To a human. To Evan Hale. The beginning of a legend. Later, when reports were written, the story was changed. It always was. Official records said the system repaired itself. But among the Aurelians, a new story spread. A story about a small human. One who saw a giantess at her most vulnerable. One who kept her secret. One who stood his ground when fear should have won. And from that day on, whenever humans and Aurelians spoke of trust, they spoke of Evan Hale. The human who proved that size did not define strength. And that sometimes, the strongest thing in the universe is courage.